Ladies and gentlemen, my heart is full of gratitude, and I'll start with an attitude of gratitude. Gratitude to God for all of us being alive to witness this day today. And gratitude to the National Chairman and the entire ADC for trusting in me that this can be done. Gratitude to my family who said, Daddy, we know you are crazy, but this is the craziest you have been in. My daughter shaking her head. And gratitude to the disability community for believing that, yes, we can do this. We stand by existing protocol, but this time around, you can say I'm on a wheelchair, so I'll ride along with the existing protocols. I was blessed with the rebirth of surviving a car crash on the 15th of December 2006 on my way to the Abuja airport that has since left me paraplegic with spinal cord injuries from waist down. Some of the media guys here, like Wasil, were my colleagues in my days of anchoring and doing the media work. I have no regrets whatsoever, but instead I give thanks to the Almighty Creator, who sees the end from the beginning and the beginning from the end. Without that day, I wouldn't have found my purpose, and most probably wouldn't be here today. This thing called democracy that we claim to practice today is truly a demonstration of praise, as Fela said, that has led to many crazy demonstrations. In my over 5 decades of existence, nothing much has changed for the better. I was given a promise in primary and secondary school days that I will be among the leaders of tomorrow by today. Today, how do I explain to my adult children that the people that gave me that promise back then have not given us any way? So I say, I'm Mudondu. We're not going to agree. We're not going to agree. We have to take it by force. What we see here today, or what we see in the country today, is mediocratocracy.
Yes.
Mobocracy, government by mobs. Liocracy, you can do the mathematics. Arrogantocracy, somebody fails and the person is coming to show you arrogance. Arrogance of failure. Driven by ineptocracy, decitocracy, and feliocracy, as my big brother Chief Mike Ozekuma will always say. What Nigeria needs urgently now is a blend of democracy, government by women and men of honor. We all here gathered in this hall, and many more watching from home and catching up from all over the world, are all people of honor. So I beg you all to please join the political process. It doesn't matter. From the age of 18, be involved in politics. The author, Thomas Peters, and his co-authors in the book, In the Search for Excellence, says, and I quote, if you must love anything, love politics. How many of you know that brigands and admirals have taken over our system, and you, the good ones, are now subjects of the brigands who do not know what to do? And I'll give an analogy later. I want you all to please stand up to be counted. For evil triumphs when good people do or say nothing. I have mastered the art of standing up to confront what is not right anywhere. I apologize, but you know what? I am not sorry, because I'm doing the right thing. And today I stand up, even though I cannot physically stand, but I stand up to be counted. Please, where are my women? Women leader. Women, oh yeah! Oh yeah! No, where are the women? Women, oh yeah! Oh yeah! Women, oh yeah! Oh yeah! God bless all our women in the world. For now is the time for us to have dynasty. Government by the women. Government where women are involved. As you can see on the high table, yes, we have persons with disabilities, but we chose to come out with the best of our beautiful women to be here. Please, a round of applause to the women. So, woman leader, I give you assurances that the women will not be left behind. We are in a political party that has an affirmative action of 35% women involvement. And we can be rest assured that the minimum that will come is 35%. That's the Where are the gallant workers here? All the cameramen, all the media people here, all of us are workers. Let us get set to have a government which we call a gatocracy. I know most of you are hearing it for the first time. It's governed by the workers. This is a must now. Please, workers out there, we do not allow ourselves to be used by politicians. We have seen in this country situations where workers' union, who were the hope of the ordinary Nigerians. I was very much involved in the movement back then, you know, with our leaders fighting the military government. When workers' union says sit at home, nobody goes out, the country comes to a standstill. Today, it is sad that workers cannot even order workers to stay at home in protest. That must change. Workers must be given their pride of place, and workers must be paid their just wages. This nonsense going on, minimum wage, we don't have a living wage. That must change. So workers, please join the movement. I'll run a system. I will include when we get there by the grace of God. Isocracy, a form of government in which all people have equal powers. So we persons with disabilities, the youth, students, the elderly, my father here is here, Daddy Alagwa, at 89, Daddy, at 90, yes, Daddy was 90. Please, Daddy, somebody to recognize. Daddy was not even using walking stick. And we must protect the elderly and all vulnerable persons, including ethnic minorities and even prisoners, will not be left behind. If you have been to a Nigerian prison, some of my colleagues here worked with me when we did Behind the Walls. I created and packaged Behind the Walls for 4 years in this country. It was a program that showed life behind the walls of prisoners. Former President, South African President Thabo Mbeki roundly condemned a government that does not care for her vulnerable people. If you want to know how serious a government is about her people, go to their prisons. Is every government before now, including this one, do you give them a pass mark as what if we're using the prison as a yardstick? No. Do they take care of anybody? No. If they're not to take care of our prisoners, how much more you? It is now time for meritocracy, where leaders are chosen according to the ability to lead, and not persons chosen because of birth into homes that stole our common wealth. But people are chosen to lead for their superior talents or intellect. And you heard the word lead. How many people know the meaning of the word lead? Lead comes from an Indo-Greek word, L-A-I-T-H, lead. And it means to go forth to die. I submit myself today. I am ready to die for this country. Anger in me is burning so much. This country made me from my humble backgrounds. But on December 15th, 2006, when I survived this car crash, this country failed me. For 2 weeks, I was in National Hospital in coma. The MRI machine in National Hospital was not working. It was there, but not working. And that is why you have seen that I spent the past 15 years as a paraplegic. If help had come and they knew it was a spinal cord injury, perhaps I would have been able to, they would have recovered me more. It took another 6 weeks after that for me to be flown out. Failure of a country. But I am alive today and I thank God for it. So that anger in me is what has formed me to also decide that we will have normocracy in our system. A government based on the rule of law rather than arbitrary will or terror as we see today. Late President Umaru Yar'Adua, we miss you, sir, because that man instituted the rule of law. But the rest is history. Technocrats sitting at home enough is enough. You have made this country run. You have made this country survive with a bad leadership from time of this civilian system. We technocrats have had the broad, the blunt end of it all, because we have allowed mediocres to govern us and dictate the terms for us to run our businesses and So please, technocracy will be involved in the government that I will run. It is a system of society to which government is infused with scientists, engineers, and other experts. So please, if you are an expert in whatever field you are doing, law, medicine, anything, please be ready to join us in this system.
Mr. President,
This government will also have pitocracy, PTOC-cracy, PTO-co-cracy, CHO-cracy. Government by the poor and for the poor. Just like late Malam Aminu Kano and the Balaru Musa protected the Talakawas, we must all protect the poor amongst us.
all hail Mr. President! All hail Mr. President!
We will not leave behind hagiocracy or hagiarchy. Governed by holy men and women, we recognize them. And they should be the opinion molders for the conscience of the nation. As you can see today, that department is failing. We will make sure we rejig them and let them preach the truth and nothing but the truth. Corporatism will also be involved in what we're doing, where corporate groups form the organization of a state on a cooperative basis. I hope you understand what that means. So that those who are running businesses will be involved in what we're doing. The bank MDs, the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, name them, the Pharmaceutical Association of Nigeria, all the groups that are involved in production, agriculture, everything. We must bring everybody on board. So each one must have a place in the government that we will run. My fellow compatriots, if you are angry like me and know that you can make a difference, then you must urgently join in this solidarity movement to bring back hope to the Nigerian people who have all these times kept faith for a better and greater Nigeria. Irrespective of my physical situation, it has not affected my mental disposition. And I believe that all of us have something to bring to the table. No Nigerian must be left behind. At this point, I want to thank the ADC for leading the pack and walking the talk. I led, Chris is here with me, and I thank God this is happening today. Even the last time we were on radio, this was what we were talking about. Removing all barriers for all Nigerians to get involved in the political space. If not for the ADC, I don't have the money, but the AC has made it possible for me to stand up and be counted, to be one of those, to lead Nigeria. So it is time for all of us to come together to rise up, challenge and chase out a corrupt and inept system that has taken us further backwards than forwards. I thank you all for your time today. I believe that Nigeria will be greater. Nigeria will be greater in the face of our own children. Amen. Nigeria will be greater because we did the work. Nigeria will be greater because you and I say so. It is time to rise up and walk. It is time to rise up and also walk. Thank you very much for your time.